विनायक विनायक नमस्तुभ्यं सततं मोदकप्रिय निर्विघ्नं कुरु नो देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणी विद्यारंभं करिष्यामः सिद्धिर्भवतु नो सदा गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराघवं दशरथात्मजमप्रमेयं सीतापतिं रघुकुलान्वयरत्नदीपं आजानुबाहुमरविन्ददलायताक्षं रामं निशाचरविनाशकरं नमामि। श्रीरघुराम चारुतुलसीदलधाम शमक्षमादिशृङ्गारगुणाभिराम विजगन्नुतशौर्यरमाललाम दुर्वारुकबन्धराक्षसविराम जगज्जनकल्मषार्णवोत्तारकनाम भद्रगिरिदाशरथी करुणापयोनिधि आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमनीय विग्रहं पारिजाततरुमूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वमरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। अद्यतन पञ्चाङ्गं शोभकृन्नाम संवत्सरे उत्तरायणे वसन्त ऋतौ चैत्रमासे कृष्णपक्षे तृतीया तिथिः till almost midnight, 5 minutes after midnight. स्थिरवासरः विशाखा नक्षत्रं till 4:30 AM followed by अनुराधा नक्षत्रं वज्र योगः till 2:29 PM followed by सिद्धि योगः वणिक् करणं till just 26 after noon followed by विष्टि करणं till 5 after midnight ending with तृतीया तिथि followed by भवकरणं rest of the night. सर्वेभ्यः सुप्रभातम्. So last time we did till 26th shloka. ततः प्रभातां रजनीं उदिते च दिवाकरे पुण्ये नक्षत्रयोगे च मुहूर्ते च समाहिते वसिष्ठो गुणसम्पन्नः शिष्यैः परिवृतस्तदा उपगृह्य आशु संभारान् प्रविवेश पुरोत्तमम्. That is where I think we ended last time, isn't it?
Yes, Bagaji.
Yeah. So Vashishta Bhagavan entered along with all the Sambharaha. He entered the main palace. So we'll continue from there. Sikta Sammarjita Patham
Sikta Sammarjitam Patam
Patakottama Bhushitam
Padakottama Bhushitam
Vichitra Kusuma Kirnam
Vijitra Kusuma Kirnam
Nana Sragbhir Virajitam
Nana Sagbhir Virajitam
Samhrishta Manujopetam
Samhrusta
Manujopetam
Manujopetam
Samruddha Vipanapanam
Samruddha Vipanapanam
Mahotsava Samakirnam
Mahotsava Samakirnam
Raghavarthe Samutsukam
Raghavardhe Samutsukam
Chandanagaru Dhupaischa
Chandana Dupaischa
Sarvatah Pratidhupitam
Sarvata Pratidhupitam
Tam Purim Samatikramya
Tam Purim Samatikramya
Purandara Puropamam
Purandara Puropamam
Dadarshantah purasreshtham
Tadashanta Purashreshtam
Nana Dvija Ganayutam
Nana Dvija Ganayatam
Paurajana Padakirnam
Paurajana Padakirnam
Brahmanai Upashobhitam
Brahmanai Upashobhitam
Upashobhitam
Brahmanai Upashobhitam
Yajnavidbhih Susampurnam
Yajnavidhi Susampurnam
Sadasyai Paramadvijaihi.
Sadasyai Paramadvijaihi.
So Dadarsha is the verb for all these 1, 2, 3, 4.5 shlokas. So Vasishtaha Dadarsha, he saw. What did he see? Sikta Dadarsha Puram Puras Antahpura Sreshtham, the excellent Antahpura. He has observed it this way. How is it looking? Siktha Sammarjita Patham. Pathah, the pathways, were Sammarjitam, means well cleaned. And, it was all nicely broomed. Sammarjitam, broomed. Sikta, and with water also. So if it was initially broomed, so that all dust, mulch, fallen leaves, if at all, and there shouldn't be because it is Chaitram, but still they have cleaned all of that and then sprinkled it so that the dust won't rise up. Sikta Sammarjita Patham Patakottama Bhushitam. Uttama Bhushitam, well decorated with patakas. Patakas are those small triangular flags, small flags all over. So Pataka Uttama Bhushitam. Vichitra Kusuma Akirnam. Akirnam is covered all over, spread with. So all over, let's say if there were long pillars, all pillars surrounded with flower garlands. Kusuma, Vichitra Kusuma Akirnam. Or wherever there were dwaras, just like we do all Alankaran in our Utsav, etc., with flowers. So also the whole Antahpura is also well decorated with flowers. Nana Sragbhir Virajitam. So flowers wherever can, and Sragbhi is with garlands, just as I explained. So flowers at certain places, and with garlands, garland strings around the columns, pillars, etc. Samhrishta Manujopetam, with people, Manujaha, with men, with people. Upetam, surrounded by, filled with Samhrishta Manaha. Samhrishtaha is very happy hearts, all delighted, hearty people everywhere. Everyone is so hearty, waiting for that morning, for that morning's program. So Samhrishta Manujopetam, very happy, delighted men all around. Samruddha Vipanapanam, because there will be so many people there. Vipanaha or markets. Apanam is shops. Samruddha, inventory, full inventory. Because they know they will be full of sales this day and the coming next few days. So Samruddha Vipana Apanam, all markets and shops were fully, their inventory was full. Mahotsava Samakirnam, the whole city, that Antahpura itself seemed like Mahotsavam, like a grand celebration, festival. Raghavardhe Samutsukam. And what is that Utsava? It is Raghavasya Utsavam, Rama's Utsava directly, which is what everyone has been waiting for. So Raghavardhe Samutsukam. And how is it further decorated, the city? Chandana Guru Dhupaischa Sarvataha Pratidhupitam. Chandana is all the chandan that we, chandana paste, etc. Agaru is the, what do you say? Agaru is the incense sticks. Chandana Agaru Dhupaihi, and also the dhupa sticks, which will be just a solid piece like this of dhupa. You light it, it keeps giving that incense smoke. Pratidhupitam, that city which is fragrant, which is filled with fragrance from this chandana, agaru, dhupa, etc. Sarvataha, from all around. Tam purim samatikramya, he crossed that city, that Antapura city quarters, which is like some samyak atikramya, having crossed it. Purandara Puropamam, like the city of Purandara. Which is that city of Purandara? Does anyone know the city of Purandara? I mean, everyone knows. If you are on mute.
Indrapuri?
Which is Amaravati.
Amaravati, yes, yeah.
So Purandara Puropamam, like the city of Purandara, which is Amaravati. Or if you take Purandara as Vishnu himself, then like Vaikuntha. But typically here, Purandara then still was Indra only. Purandaropamam, Purandara Puropamam, Dadarsha Antahpura Sreshtham, Nana Dvija Ganayutam. Several groups of Dvijas, scholars, probably some preparing for the Homa, some preparing for the actual, all the rituals that Rama himself has to go through. Probably, the Nutana Yajñopavitam, Nutana, all of that. Maybe some preparing for the other, maybe, the outside Yajña, Vatika, etc. that they have to do. So, Nana Dvija Gana Yutam, surrounded by various groups of Dvijas, scholars. Paura Janapada Kirana, not only these Dvijas, but Paura is the citizens, Janapada is the countrymen from the rural suburbs and villages around. So Paura Janapada Akiranam, surrounded with all these people. Brahmanai Rupashobhitam, by the learned wise men, also filled with all learned wise scholars also. Yajna vidbhihi, those who know the yajna are yajna vid, by them is yajna vidbhihi. Susampurnam, filled with all such most eligible, most appropriate people, well versed in the yajnas, well versed in various homa kriyas, well versed with Vedas, etc., etc. Yajna vidbhihi susampurnam sadasyaihi paramadvijaihi. Also with the other members of that function, organizing committee, whatever you call it, right? Who paramadvijaihi, all the organizing committee, etc., were themselves the best, most learned and knowledgeable themselves. So essentially what is being said is that the Antahpuram and the whole Ayodhya is filled with people, well decorated that morning, everybody eagerly waiting for the program to commence. Tad Antahpuram asadya.
Tatah Antahpuram asadya.
Vyatichakrama tam janam.
Vyatichakrama tam janam.
Vasishtah paramapritaha.
Vasishtah paramapritaha.
Paramarshi viveshacha.
Paramarshi viveshacha.
So Paramarshihi, ultimate Rishi. Paramarshihi Vasishtha Paramapritaha. He himself is so eager, glad, because he taught, they say, Vasishtha Yoga to Rama, and he did the primary education for Rama. He taught him. So his beloved student, if he is being coronated, I mean, how eager he would be, how glad he would be. So Paramapritaha Paramarshihi Vasishtha Tam Janam Vyatichakrama. Tad Antahpuram Asadya Tam Janam Vyatichakrama. He entered he reached the Antahpuram, Asadya, having reached nearby. Tam Janam Vyatichakrama. There were so many people right there. Paura Janapada Samakiranam, Dvija Gana Ayutam, then Brahmanai Upashobhitam, Yajna Vidbhihi Sampurnam, Sadas Paramadvijaihi Sadasyaihi. So all those people, he has crossed them. Tam Janam Vyatichakrama and Antahpuram Viveshacha. And then finally he entered the actual Antahpuram, which is the final building inside. So from the main compound wall itself, right, there will be huge open ground all around. That is filled with these people and all decorations. He walked through that, and now he has entered the actual core building, which itself, as we saw in the previous sargas, as explained as, it was concentric circles of quarters. Outermost circle probably had offices. The next circle had, some of these special halls or rooms, etc. Then there were the next innermost circle of puja quarters, etc., of Kausalya and all, Dasharathas, Ramas, etc. And then the innermost is where Dasharatha and his 3 queens quarters were. So such was that concentric circles one that we saw. So he was walking through them and entered the outside, the first circle of the building there. Satvapashyat Vinishkrantam.
Satvapashyat Vinishkrantam.
Sumantram Namasarathim.
Sumantram Namasarathim.
Dware Manujasimhasya.
Dware Manujasimhasya.
Sachivam Priyadarshanam.
Sachivam Priyadarshanam.
So he is Saha, means Dasharatha, Vasishtha. Sahatu apasyat. He, however, saw Vinishkrantam Sumantram Namasarathim. He saw the Sarathi, the charioteer, by name Sumantra. So the charioteer by name Sumantra, him he saw, Vasishtha saw. Vinishkrantam. Vinishkrantam is very...
coming out.
Huh?
Coming out.
Coming out. Like, or standing there and coming out. Yes, Vinishkrantam. Correct. Vinishkrantam Sumantram Namasarathim Sahatu Apasyat. Where did he see? Manujasimhasya Dware. At the entrance of the Manujasimha, of the Dasharatha, of the lion of the men. That means the king, the emperor. Dware Manujasimhasya Sachivam Priyadarshanam. So Sumantra was not only his Sarathi, he was also his Sachiva, the chief secretary, the principal secretary of Dasharatha. So Sachivam Priyadarshanam. And the beauty of such people are, they are always pleasing. They don't, they are not annoying. Unlike several other secretaries, etc., that we see nowadays, who sort of boast them, etc., boast themselves. Unlike them, here he is Priyadarshana. This Sachiva Sumantra is pleasing always. He has a nice smile on his face and is able to please. Tamuvacha Mahatejah.
Tamuvacha Mahateja.
Sutaputram Visharadam.
Sutaputram Visharadam.
Vasishtha Kshipramaachakshva.
Vasishtha Kshipramaachakshva.
Nrupater Mamihagatam.
Nrupate Mamihagatam. Nrupate Mamihagatam.
Okay. So he said, Tamuvacha Mahatejah. That Mahatejah Vasishtha said unto Sutaputram Visharadam Tam, unto that Sutaputra, unto the charioteer, who is Visharada. He himself is a stalwart, well educated in most of these. Say, only when you are so well educated and so well informed can you be the Sachiva of the emperor, right, of the head of the state. So yeah, so he has to be Visharada. Visharadam Sutaputram Mahatejaha Tamuvacha. What did he say? Vasishtaha Mama Iha Agatam Kshipram Achakshva Nrupatehe. Go and please let the Nrupati, which is the lord of the men, that means the king. Let the king be informed of my arrival here. Mama iha agatam kshipram achakshva. Go quickly and inform the king that, Vasishtha has arrived here. And then, so finally he meets him, and then now, Ime Gangodaka Ghataha.
Ime, go ahead.
Ime Gangodaka Ghataha.
Ghataha Sagarebhyascha Kanchanaha.
Sagarebhyascha Kanchanaha.
Audumbaram Bhadrapitham.
Audumbaram Bhadrapitham.
Abhishekarthamagatam.
Abhishekarthamagatam.
Sarva Bijani Gandhascha.
Sarva Bijani Gandhascha.
Ratnani Vividhani cha.
Ratnani Vividhani cha.
Shaudram Dadhighritam Laja.
Chaudram Dadhighritam Laja.
Darbhas Sumanasah Payaha.
Darba Sumanasah Payaha.
Ashtaucha Kanya Ruchiraha.
Ashtaucha Kanya Ruchiraha.
Mattascha Varavaranaha.
Mattascha Varavaranaha.
Chaturashvo Ratha Shriman.
Chaturashvo Ratha Shriman.
Nistrimsho Dhanuruttamam.
Nistrimsho Dhanuruttama.
Vahanam Narasamyuktam.
Vahanam Narasamyuktam.
Chatram cha Shashisannibham.
Chatram cha Shashisannibham.
Shvete cha Valavyajane.
Shvete cha Valavyajane.
Bringaruscha Hiranmayaha.
Bringaruscha Hiranmayaha.
Hemadama Pinadhascha.
Hemadama Vinadhascha.
Kakudman Panduro Vrushaha.
Kakudman Panduro Vrushaha.
Kesari cha Chaturdamshtraha.
Kesari cha Chaturdamshtraha.
Harisreshto Mahabalaha.
Harishreshto Mahabalaha.
Simhasanam Vyaghatanuhu.
Simhasanam Vyaghatanuhu.
Samidhascha Hutashanaha.
Samidhascha Hutashanaha.
Sarva Vaditra Sanghascha.
Sarva Vaditra Sanghascha.
Veshyaschalankrita Striyaha.
Veshyaschalankrita Striyaha.
Acharya Brahmana Gavaha.
Acharya Brahmana Gavaha.
Punyascha Mrugapakshinaha.
Punyascha Mrugapakshinaha.
Paurajana Padasreshtaha.
Paurajana Padashreshtaha.
Naigamascha Ganaisaha.
Naigamascha Ganaisaha.
Ete Chanye cha Bahavo.
Yete Chanye cha Bahavo.
Niyamanaha Priyamvadaha.
Niyamanaha Priyamvadaha.
Abhishekaya Ramasya.
Abhishekaya Ramascha.
Sahatishtanti Parthivaihi.
Sahatishtanti Parthivaihi.
That's a long report that Vasishtha gave to the king Dasharatha, to Sumantra, saying what? Ime Gangodaka Ghataha. Go and tell the king that, all the sambharas are ready. All the vyavastha is ready, is how he's saying. And what are they? Ime Gangodaka Ghataha. Because it is going to be Abhisheka. In the Abhisheka, they do, pour water, right? So they give you bath with water. That is Gangodaka Ghataha. See, here are all these pots of water brought from Ganga. Gangodaka Ghataha. Sagarebhyascha Kanchanaha. And not only from Ganga, and from several other rivers and seas. Sagarebhyascha Kanchanaha Ghataha. All the not earthen pots. in golden pots, gold pots. Kanchanaha ghataha Gangodakaha Sagarebhyascha, from Ganga and various other seas. These are brought. Audumbaram Bhadrapitham. And where should Rama be made to sit? He will be given a pitha. A pitha is a seat, a stool kind of a one, right? That pitha is made with Audumbaram. Audumbara is, I don't know what is that name of wood, but let's take some rich wood like teak wood or something, right? Audumbara wood, one of that rich hardwood. So Audumbaram Bhadrapitham. Bhadrapitha is that not ordinary stool, but that stool which is specifically arranged for such abhisheka, etc. And even when we see Shiva Abhisheka, Rudra Abhisheka, etc., we first put one pitham, and on that they put the Panavattam, etc. So Audumbaram Bhadrapitham Abhishekartham Agatam. This pitha and all these golden pots of Udaka brought from Ganga and other rivers and seas, all of them Abhishekartham Agatam, all of them are brought for the Abhishekam. Sarva Bijani Gandhascha Ratnani Vividhanicha Sarva Bijani. So, like if you see the closest occasions that we can remember and know, when we did our Gruh Praveshas, as simple as that. We bring all Navadhanyas and we try to sprinkle them around all corners of the house, right? If you remember. So also for any Punya Karya, we bring all Navadhanyas and we sprinkle them all around. So Sarva Bijani, all such seeds or grains. Gandhascha, various perfumes and fragrances. Ratnani Vividhani cha, various kinds of gems. Kshaudram. Kshaudram is, so those are for various gems, various grains and seeds, and now various edible ingredients. So Kshaudram is honey, Dadhi is curd, Ghritam is ghee, Laja. So these are mixed for Panchamritam, right? So those ingredients that are used for Panchamritam. Laja Homam, if you remember, during marriages also, after the Mangala Sutra Dharana, and once they are made the couple, then they teach them Laja Homam, how to, and they teach lot more Anushtana Kriyas that the couple has to do together, and for the Grihastha also to do. I remember Pranav taught that and made them do. They also make them cook the annam or the prasadam. So they make them cook the rice there. They make them cook this lajas with the lajas. They make the laja homam. Laja is sort of popcorn, but not popcorn. They are rice, specially made rice puffs, which are puffed rice grains. Murila, should we say muris? Something like that. Laja. So lajaha, darbhaha. Darbhaha is grains. Those darbha, we know, right? Those dried, long, special grains. Not grain, grass leaves that are picked. So darbhaha, sumanasaha, various flowers. Payaha, milk. Ashtaucha kanyaha ruchiraha, very beautiful 8 special women. Mattascha varavaranaha, mattaha, well intoxicated, which means it walks in its own style without fear. It is not afraid of this whole crowd and all. Such varanaha. Varanaha is
Gajaha.
Gajaha. Vatapi Ganapatim Bhaje Ham Varanasyam. Right, Varana. Varanasi is also Varana. Varana is the elephant there. So Varavaranaha, the best of the elephant there. And Mattaha, the best well intoxicated Varana, elephant. Chaturashva Rathaha, the chariot is ready to take Rama on procession with Chaturashva, that Ratha with 4 horses, Shriman. That Ratha is like Shriman, so rich in the materials and the decoration. So Shriman Chaturashvaratha. And Nistrimshaha. Nistrimshaha is one kind of a sword that is placed on it. Nistrimshaha. Dhanuruttamam. Also that Ratham has the best Dhanuhu, one of the best Dhanuhu. And as we know, Rama is Kodandapani, his favorite one. But even otherwise, for Rajyabhisheka on the chariot, they arrange it with all such weapons that the king would use. So Dhanuruttamam, Vahanam Narasam Vahanam. So, and that along with this chariot, they also bring a pallaki. So after the chariot will go on the main Rathyaha, on the main highways. After that, once it enters the narrow pathway, there he should be carried. He gets off the chariot, sits in the palanquin, pallaki. So that is called Vahanam. Narasamyuktam, Vahanam that will be carried by, people, men, by humans. So that is a pala, men carried or human carried vehicle, which is that palaki. Vahanam Narasamyuktam, Chatram cha Shashi Sannibham. Shashi is moon, like moon. That means white Chatram, Shweta Chatram, we say, right? So Chhatrapati would have that white umbrella on top of his throne, and wherever he walks, that represents the royalty of the prince or king. So Sashisannibham Chatram cha Shvete cha Valavyajane. Valavyajanam. Vyajanam is, if anybody knows in our Sanskrit Bharati, we teach Vyajanam is fan, hand fan. Hand fan or any fan. Typically those days it's hand fan. Made with vala. Vala is hairs from the long tails, the long hairs from yaks. Yaks is that big buffalo kind of a thing, right? Yaks, we say. So from the yaks hairs, they make this Vyajana, this fan, so that when you, even with a small tilt, the hairs would give you a nice breeze. So that is Vala Vyajanam, and 2 of them, Vala Vyajane, it's used in Dvivachanam. So Shvete cha Vala Vyajane, with white, these hand fans. Shvete cha Vala Vyajane, Brungaruscha Hiranmayaha, golden vessel also, one vessel that they carry with water and flowers filled in it. So that is Brungaru. Brungaruscha Hiranmayaha, Hema Dama Pinadhascha Kakudman. Hema Dama is golden. Dama is rope, golden rope, which means, of course, either well decorated, rich rope, or it can even be directly golden rope itself. Just as for a kati, for children, you put golden, what do we call, Molatadu, we say, Katisutram in Sanskritam. Katisutram, we all know, right? For men and boys, we put thread, rope around the waist. Without that, a man should not go out, we say.
Maunji Bandhanam.
Maunji is slightly...
It's kind of a grass, yeah.
Maunji is grass. This is Katisutram.
Yeah, we say Udadara.
Correct.
Karagota,
So,
we say in Marathi, we call Karagota.
Karagota,
Karagota in Marathi, yeah.
Karagota, yeah. So that one. So just as so when you have, if you are rich, then you make, first thing you make is a silver one. Or if you are further rich, then you make a golden one. In fact, that is why it's called Damodara. One whose Dama, One whose udara is surrounded with that dama is Damodara. So Hemadama Pinadhaha. So here Kakudman is Kakubhaha we say, or Kakubhaha or Kakudman is the hump here. So for Kakudman, Panduraha Vrishaha, white bull, white ox, let us say, ox. Panduraha Vrishaha, Kakudman, Hemadama Pinadhaha. So white, big, nice, strong ox tied with a golden rope around its hump and neck, so that they can carry it along with them. So Hemadama Pinadhaha Kakudman Panduraha Vrishaha. And Kesari cha Chaturdamshtraha. They were also carrying a Kesari. Kesari is tiger. Kesari cha Chaturdamshtraha. Lion. Kesari is lion. Lion with four what is it? Damshtraha. Significantly coming out. And see, this is where we have to, after learning this, you should start looking for them. Now, if you go to any temple, and then you will see at the main dwara where you have Jaya and Vijaya, right? Outside, especially if you go to Ammavarus or Parvati, Gauri, Lakshmi, such their temples, especially outside you will see lions which have these. We say Kora. Kora is that strong teeth, strong jaw that comes out, not just incisors. Incisors are very sharp ones in the front, but downstra are the through which it can really bite and crush anyone, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. On 4 corners, 4 downstras, and they are coming out. That means it's a very powerful lion, ferocious, powerful lion. Such ones you will see as Gauri, Parvati, and other gods there in front of their mandiram. These such lions would be sculpted to show that they are powerful gods. They are not ordinary punished gods. No, they are powerful gods with power and valor. To express that, all these powerful elements are shown surrounded around them. So Kesari cha Chaturdamshtraha Harisreshtaha Mahabalaha. Hari is Ashwa here. Hari is used for everything. Hari is used for monkey. Hari can be lion. Hari can be horse here. So Mahabalaha Harisreshtaha, best of the horse. Most they've chosen the best horse in the best horse known, and that is brought. Harisreshtaha Mahabalaha Simhasanam. They brought the Simhasanam also, on which after finally he would sit. Simhasanam Vyaghatanuhu. Vyaghatanuhu is the tiger skin. When you have to do the Anushtana, you need to place that Vyaghatanuhu and sit on that, so that you are in muddy. Muddy is you are in that any other supposed impurities, physical impurities, are sort of taken care of by, or you are devoid of any other physical impurities around by sitting on the Vyagratanu. I think if you see, even Shiva himself sits on that, or any other Rishi's picture, if you see, typically all of them will sit on the tiger skin, Vyagratanu. My grandfather, I don't see it now because he is now mobile. He moves with our uncles, my mamas, whoever. But I remember when he was, as long as he lived in his home, he used to have that tiger skin. He would sit on that, do his 2-3 hours of Anushtanam. When done, roll it, put it on the top of the column below the roof. So, Vyaghatanuhu. Simhasanam Vyaghatanuhu Samidhascha Hutashanaha. Samidhaha. Samidha are those wooden sticks that you would do in Hutashana when for the yajna, for the fire. Yajna fire, the firewood is called Samidha. Samidha Samidhascha Hutashana Sarva Vaditra Sanghascha. And you know, right, in between, get madam, they do this. When they do that, dum dum dum. So Sarva Vaditra Sanghaha, not just one Sanai and Dole, but Sarva Vaditra, all kind of instruments. Panava, Anaka, and Dole, Vamshi, Venu, now various new instruments also we brought, right? So all of those Vadat, Sarva Vaditra Sangha. So even in our Ghosh Rachana also, we say, right, 1:10. If you have one Anak, you need 10 Ghosh Vadaks. So like that group of them is a Sangha. Sarva Vaditra Sanghascha Veshyaschalankritaha Striyaha. Veshyaha for dancers, performers, artists there. Sarvalankrita Striyaha, Alankrita Striyaha, well decorated, well made up, nice makeup, nice costumes, and all, ornamentation, etc. So women ready to do other performances and arts, performing arts, are Veshyas. Acharyaha, Brahmanaha, Gavaha, Punyascha, Mruga, Pakshinaha. Then you know all of them, right? Acharyaha, various teachers that have come who can chant Vedas. Brahmanaha, who are research scholars. Gavaha, various cows. Punyascha Gavaha, the best sacred cows. And Mrugapakshinaha, the deers and various kinds of birds like peacocks, parrots, etc., etc. Mrugapakshinaha. Paura Janapada Sreshtaha, the best leaders of city councils and Janapada from panchayats, those representatives. Paura Janapada Sreshtaha. Naigamascha are accountants. Naigamascha Ganaihi Saha, by various such groups of these civil, what do we call them? Civic representatives, civic officers, or that we call now in our Samaj Shreni, right? Like them. By along with all of them, Etecha Anyecha Bahavaha Iyamanaha Priyamadaha. Hey, not only all these, Anyecha Bahavaha. Anyecha Bahavo Shura Madarthe Tyakta Jivitaha, says Duryodhana in the very first chapter, right? Not only this, Anyecha Bahavaha Shuraha Madarthe Tyakta Jivitaha. Those who have given their lives for me, he says, before they have even given up. That means he is ready that all his people will die. That is Duryodhana. So like that, Anyecha Bahavaha Priyamadaha Niyamanaha. Several other such soft-spoken people or sweet speakers are also brought, Niyamanaha, are also brought along with this whole bunch of list of Vyavastha items that we brought, Sambharaha. For what? Ramasya Abhishekaya, for the Abhisheka of Rama. Sahatishtanti Parthivaihi. All these people are going to be sitting along with other kings and other, ally kings that have come to attend this Abhisheka. Varayasva Maharajam.
Tvarayasva Maharajam.
Please go ahead.
Yatha Samudito Hani.
Yatha Samudito Hani.
Punye Nakshatra Yogecha. Pushye Nakshatra Yogecha.
Pushye Nakshatra Yogecha.
Ramo Rajyamavapnuyat.
Ramo Rajyamavapnuyat.
Yes, mantra. Now, see, I brought all of this, right? So, Tvarayasva means hasten. Hurry up. Let Maharajam, please go and hurry up, Maharaja. Let him get ready quickly and let him come out. Everything is ready. Everybody is waiting. Yatha Ahani Samudite. the sun rising is already rising. Sun is started. Sunrise has started. Samudite. Samudite ahani. And in the day is going to now come up. So before it becomes noon and all, we should have finished everything so that all the visitors and attendees, etc., can be fed with prasadam. Right? So before it day becomes day, full day, please hurry up, Dasharatha. Pushye nakshatra yoge cha. In this Pushya nakshatra, previous day is Punarvasu, which is Rama's birth nakshatram. Pushye, the next day, is Bharata's nakshatram. So Pushye nakshatra yoge cha Ramo rajyam avapnuyat. In fact, as I said that, it occurred to me. Muhurtam is also somehow set for Pushya nakshatram, not for Punarvasu nakshatram. So Kaikeyi was also right technically in asking, hey, the Muhurtam is for Pushya nakshatra. Bharata should be there, not Rama. Pushya nakshatra yogecha Ramo rajyam avapnuyat. Vasishtha is saying, in this Pushya nakshatra, let Rama obtain his rajyam, his kingdom, means his right to the kingdom. Ramo rajyam avapnuyat. Iti tasya vacha shrutva.
Iti tasya vacha shrutva.
Sutaputro mahatmanaha.
Sutaputro mahatmanaha.
Stuvan nrupati shardulam.
Stuvan nrupati shardulam.
Avivesha niveshanam.
Pravivesha niveshanam.
So thus, having heard this report and instruction from Vasishtha Maharshi, Sutaputraha Mahatmanaha Nrupati Shardulam Stuvan Niveshanam Pravivesha. So then that Sumantra, who is also a Suta, not only a charioteer, he is Sachivaha, and so he is in a way Bandimagati also. Anytime he sees Dasharatha, he keeps praising him. Only to remind him what he should be. It is not just an ordinary praise, and we talked about it in the past also, a couple of times, where when they praise Raja Raja Martanda, Ikshvakakula Teja, Dharma Paripala, Dhurandhara, all of these praises, what they mean is, hey, you be that. If you are not, we are reminding you what you should be, is the intent there. So Stuvan, by praising the king and Nrupati Shardulam, by praising Dasharatha, he started entering. So as he is entering itself, he started the stotram for Dasharatha. And now that stotram comes. Tam tu purvoditam vruddham.
Tam tu purvoditam vruddham.
Dwarastha rajasammatam.
Dwarastha rajasammatam.
Na shekur abhisamrodhum.
Na shekur abhisamrodhum.
Rajna priyachikirshavaha.
Ragna priyachikirshavaha.
Dwarasthaha means dwarapalakaha, we say, right? Sthaha is one who stay. Dwarasthaha, those who stay at the door. They don't enter in, or the security guards. Dwarasthaha rajnaha priyachikirshavaha. Chikirshavaha means those who seek priyam. And those who are well-wishers. Those who are well-wishers of the king are Rajyaha Priyachikirshavaha. Te tam purvoditam vruddham ajasat sammatam abhi samrodhum nashekuhu. There is something is being implied through this scene now. Raja sammatam, because whenever Sumantra enters, here Sumantra is already always approved. He doesn't need special permission to enter. So purvoditam, before itself, Dasharatha would tell, hey, if Sumantra comes, let him enter any time. Right? He always has my permission. So purvoditam vruddham, and that Sumantra is not, in fact, not only Sachiva for Dasharatha. He has been there as Sachiva for his elders also, for his ancestors also, just like Vasishtha and all. They have been long living, elderly, great people. So, Pur Vruddham, Raja Sammatam, Abhisamrodhum, to stop him or to stop him from entry, na shekuhu, they could not. Because as Sumantra started chanting stotram for Dasharatha and walking in, they wanted to actually stop him, but they could not stop him. Two reasons. Why did they want to stop? Because they know king is not in good mood. Two, he always has the permissions to enter anytime. So because of those two reasons, they could not stop him, essentially, from entering. Sasamipastho rajnah. Sasamipasthito rajnah.
समीपस्थो स्थितो राज्ञः
Tamavasthamavagnivan.
तामवस्थामजज्ञिवान्
Tamavasthamajajagnivan.
तामवस्थामजज्ञिवान्
Vagbhih paramatushtabhih.
वाग्भिः परमतुष्टाभिः
Abhishtotum prachakrame.
अभिष्टोतुं प्रचक्रमे.
So Saha Samipasthitaha. So he came nearby the king. Sa Samipasthitaha Rajnyaha. He came nearby the king. And Tam Avastham Ajagnivan. He did not recognize the state of the king. The Dasharatha's mindset. He did not recognize that. Ajagnivan. He did not know that. And so, Vagbhihi Paramatushtabhihi, very heartening, pleasing, delighting, with such a delighting speech, Abhishtotum Prachakrame, he started to Abhishtotum, stotram is stutim. Abhishtotum means Abhistotum, means to please, to start, he started to praise Dasharatha without recognizing in what mood Dasharatha is. He didn't expect, like his normal usual duty, he started praising him. Tatasuto yathakalam.
Tatasuto yathakalam.
Parthivasya niveshane.
Parthivasya niveshane.
Sumantra pranjalir bhutva.
Sumantra pranjalir bhutva.
Tushtava jagati patim.
Tushtava jagati patim.
So in that Pranjali Mudra, he started to praise the king. Yathanandati tejasvi.
Yathanandati tejasvi.
Sagaro bhaskarodaye.
Sagaro bhaskarodaye.
Pritah pritena manasa.
Pritah pritena manasa.
Tathananda ghanasvatah.
Tathananda ghanasvata.
So, yatha tejasvi sagaraha bhaskarodaye nandati. Just as sagaraha, the sea itself, is such a huge one, powerful one, majoritarian one, meaning because the sea is occupies the most 2/3 of the earth, right? So, Tejasvi Sagaraha, however, Bhaskarodaye Nandati. When sunrise is happening, Sagara, the sea, he delights in the sunrise. So also, Pritena Manasa Tatha Ananda Ghana Swataha. So also, our Sumantra, by looking at Dasharatha, just like sun rises, sea is happy. So also by looking at Dasharatha, he started Swataha Ananda Ghanaha. By his own nature, Sumantra is a Ananda Ghanaha, densely happy. That means full of delight, full full of happiness always. He is Anandaghna. One of the Tyagaraja Kriti also he praises of Rama, Anandaghana. So Anandaghana Swataha, by his own self, such Pritaha, Sumantraha, Pitena Manasa, he started the praises. In Indramasyam tu Velayam,
Indramasyantu velayam
Abhitushtava Matalihi,
abhitushtava matalihi
Sojayad Danavan Sarvan.
sojayad danavan sarvan
Tatha Tvam Bodhayamyaham.
tadha tvam bodhayamyaham.
So here onwards, every shloka will say, he will be saying Bodhayami, Prabodhayami. Means I'm in a way praising, but here praising is more to make you aware of, to make you being aware. That is Prabodhanam, Suprabhatam, Bodhanam, Prabodhanam. All of that is to make you aware of, means make you conscious. Yatha Matalihi, Matali is the charioteer of Indra. Matalihi Yatha Asyam tu Velayam. At this moment, just as the Indra's charioteer would sort of praise and welcome Indra, so that Saha Sarvan Danavan Ajayat. With that praise and readiness, preparedness that his charioteer Matali gives to Indra, that Indra has won over all the Danavas. Tatha Tvam Bodhayamyaham. I am also preparing you for such a victory for you, Dacharatha, is what he is saying. Vedas Sangha Vidyascha.
Vedas Sahanga
Vidyascha.
Vedas Sahanga Vidyascha
Yatha Hyatma Bhuvam Vibhum.
Yadha Hyatma Bhuvam Vibhum
Brahmanam Bodhayantyadya.
Brahmanam Bodhayantyadya
Tatha Tvam Bodhayamyaham.
Tadha Tvam Bodhayamyaham.
So as I said, Bodhayamyaham. So shall I. And he takes so many examples. Just as Matali does it for Indra. Just as Vedaha Saha Anga Vidyascha. And we studied, right, if you remember, in the very Balakanda, in the very beginning, the Indian Vedic syllabus in a way, right? The 4 Vedas, each Veda having Shadangas, Ashtadasha Vidyaha, with Ashtadasha Vidyasthana, we studied them, right? So all of them put together is called Saha Anga Vidyaha, along with the ancillary subjects. So Vedaha Saha Anga Vidyaha Yatha Atma Bhuvam Vibhum Brahmanam Bodhayati. That Brahma who is made aware of, which means whose knowledge comes out of this Vedas. Yeah? Just as Vedas bring knowledge and consciousness and make Brahma aware of them, so am I now making you aware of and conscious. Please get ready, is what he's saying. And what kind of Brahma is he? Atma Bhuvam Vibhum. He's Vibhu, means Prabhu, he's the Lord. But Atma Bhuvam, one who is born of himself. The Brahma, normal Brahma that we know, we say is born out of the Kamala from Padmanabha, from the Vishnu's navel. In that lotus is Brahma born, we say. But here it is Atma Bhuvam, one who is born by himself. That means that ultimate Brahman. Just as that ultimate Brahman is represented or is manifested through the knowledge of all the Vedas along with all the disciplines. So am I now making you aware of, become conscious. Please get ready. Aditya Sahachandrena
Aditya Sahaschandrena
Yatha Bhutadharam Shubham
Yatha Bhutadharam Shubham
Bodhayatyadya Prithivim
Bodhayatyad Prithivim
Tatha Tvam Bodhayamyaham.
Tatha Tvam Bodhayamyaham.
So Aditya Sahachandrena, sun along with the moon, Yatha Shubham Bhutadharam Prithivim Bodhayati. The earth is enlivened by sun and moon only, right? Sun gives us the life during the daytime, and moon gives us that coolness and restoration from all tiredness of the nature. So that next day morning when everything wakes up, again is energetic. So those two together, sun and moon together, Bhutadharam Shubham Prithivim, that earth which is qualified here with Bhutadharam, that Prithvi which holds, which bears Bhutas, all elements, which means all living beings. That earth which is holding all these living beings itself, just as is enlivened by sun and moon, Tatha Tvam Bodhayamyaham Madhya. So am I going to make you, lively or make you conscious now. Uttishtasu Maharaja
Uttishtasu Maharaja
Kruta Kautuka Mangalaha
Kuta Kautuka Mangalaha
Virajamano Vapusha
Virajamano Vapushaha Vapusha
Mero Riva Divakaraha.
Mero Riva Divakaraha.
So just as Divakaraha Meroho Virajamanaha, Eva, like that. So just as the Meru Parvata is glown by the sun, Divakaraha, so also you Uttishta, now stand up, get up, Uttishta Maharaja, Kruta Kautuka Mangalaha, become Kruta, become Kautuka. Kautukam is that eagerness, Mangalaha, for the auspicious eagerness. Build that, fill yourself with that auspiciousness, eagerness for the upcoming program. And Virajamanaha, become Vapusha Virajamanaha, dress up, Vapushman. You say it? Dhrita Shankar Chakraha, what is that Vapuhu? Vapur Dhrita Shankar Chakraha, we say. Hiranmaya Vapuhu, Dhrita Shankar Chakraha, for Surya Namaskaras before we first make the Jaya Shloka, right? So Vapu is body. So make your body Virajamanaha, well dressed up, glowing with that auspiciousness, with that Mangala, with that eagerness, with that grandness and all. So dress up yourself, hurry up yourself, stand up and do that, he's saying. Soma Surya Chakakutstha.
Soma Suryo Chakakutsa
Shiva Vaishravanapi. Shiva Vaishravanapi.
Shiva Vaishravanapi
Varunashchagni Rindrascha.
Varunashchagni Indrascha
Vijayam Pradishantu te.
Vijayam Pradishantu te.
May all of them give you Vijaya, Pradishantu. May all of them direct you to the victory. Who all? Somaha, moon. Suryaha, sun. Kakutstha, oh Kakutstha. That's the addressing. Oh Kakutstha. Somaha, Suryo, Somas Suryo. Those two together in Dvivachanam. Shiva Vaishravanau. Shiva and Vaishravana, Kubera. Shiva gives the Shivam. Shiva means happiness, that joy. And Vaishravana gives you Kubera. He gives you the wealth. So Shiva Vaishravana, Varunaha, who gives the rains, Agnihi, who gives the fire, Indraha, the very head of all of these, who is in charge of the clouds and the rains from there. May all of them direct victory to you, or direct you to the victory. Vijayam pradishantu te. Gata bhagavati ratrihi.
Gata bhagavati ratrihi.
Kritam krityamidam tava.
Kritam krityamidam tava.
Buddhyasva nrupashardula.
Buddhyasva nrupashardula. Nrupashardula.
Kuru karyamanantaram.
Kuru karyamanantaram.
Udatishtata ramasya.
Udatishtata ramasya.
Samagram abhishechanam.
Samagram abhishechanam.
Gata bhagavati ratrihi. Why should we read this way? Is to understand our culture, is to understand our thought process, is to understand how we look at, to understand our perception of everything that is known, everything that is visible and invisible also. How do we look at night? Bhagavati ratrihi. Bhagavan in Pullinga, Bhagavati in Strilinga. Ratrihi is Bhagavati. In multiple ways to understand it. One is so that, hey, night is not to do sin. Night is not to do bad things. Night is not to do, partying, booze and all of that. No, it is Bhagavati. It is a divine time. She is the representation of the goddess. Bhagavati Ratrihi. Second one, Bhaga, we said, is about power. Bhagavan, one who has the power. Bhagavati is female name, female who has the power. So, just as we said, right, with sun, we get the energy. Once you get the energy, you are energized and you start working. You're on the move. You do so many activities. And finally, when we are tired and we are down, how do we get energy again next day to wake up and continue? Through the rest, we restore ourselves. In fact, rest in English also, rest, restore, restoration. So through rest, we restore our energy, restore. We restore the energy. So also, this Ratrihi gives that Bhaga back to us. It gives us that power back to us, that energy back to us, so that next day morning when we wake up, we have the energy there. So she is Bhagavati Ratrihi. Bhagavati Ratrihi Gata, that powerful night, that divine night has passed away. Now it is Samudite Ahani. The sunrise rising and the day is coming up. So Uttishtha, Udatishtata Ramasya, Samagra Abhishechanam. The entire Abhisheka program of Rama is Udatishtata, means it is standing up, it is waiting there. All the entire program, the crowd, everybody is waiting there. So, Rupashardula, O tiger of the men, means O king. Karya Anantaram Karyam Kuru Buddhyasva, stand up and please do whatever you have to do next, which means get ready, is essentially what it means. Go, brush your teeth, take shower, do your puja, dress up and come. All of that is Kuru Karyam Anantaram. And Krutam Krityam Idam Tava. The night, whatever it has to do, it has done all that for you. It has Kritam. And now you do rest what you have to do now after waking up. This is what Sumantra is saying. Paurajanapadaischchapi.
Paurajanapadaischchapi. Good.
Naigamaischa kritanjalihi.
नैगमैश्च कृताञ्जलिः
स्वयं वसिष्ठो भगवान्
स्वयं वसिष्ठो भगवान्
ब्राह्मणैः सह तिष्ठति.
ब्राह्मणे सह तिष्ठति.
Hey, so everybody is waiting there. Don't waste your time anymore. Paurajanapadaih api, along with all those citizens and rural countrymen, Naigamaihi, by all merchants, Kritanjalihi, all of them are waiting, Anjali Mudra, waiting to see you and Rama come up, or come out and start the program. Swayam Vasishtaha Bhagavan, Bhagavan Vasishta himself, Brahmanaihi saha, along with all those learned men, Tishtati, they're all standing there waiting for you. But Vasishta just came and asked me to bring you, to hurry you up. Kshipramagnapyatam Rajan.
Say that again. Manu.
Agnapyatam.
Kshipramagnapyatam Rajan.
Raghavasyaabhishechanam.
Raghavasyaabhishechanam.
Yatha hyapala spashavo.
Yatha hyapala pashavo.
Yatha sena hyanayaka.
Yatha sena hyanayakaha.
Yatha chandram vina ratrihi.
Yatha chandram vina ratrihi.
Yatha gavo vina vrisham.
Yatha gavo vina vrisham.
Evam hi bhavita rashtram.
Evam hi bhavita rashtram.
Yatra raja na drishyate.
Yatra raja na drishyate.
See, rashtram. Rashtra is our DNA word. So Rashtra, when we say, it is very, very tough for others to understand, and so they get worried. But Rashtram is the Vedic word, is the Sanatana Dharma word for our existence, for our identity. So Kshipram Ajnapyatam Rajan. O Raja, Kshipram is Kshiprachala, we say, means quick move. That means run quickly. When we say run is Kshiprachala. Prachala is walk normally. So Kshipram Ajnapyatam. May you quickly order what? Ramasya Abhishek, Raghavasya Abhishechanam. May you quickly order the Raghavas Abhisheka. Yes, everything is ready. You have to finally raise your hand and say, Kuru. And then the whole thing starts. Right? Be the Mukhya Sikshak and say, Kuru. So that is what is it. Shipram Ajnapyatam means give the Ajna quickly. Yatha, and why? Because Yatha Apalaha Pashavaha. Just as all the Pashus, just as all the cattle without Apala, without a pala, without an owner for them, without a caretaker of them. Yatha Sena Hyanayaka, just as the Sena, just as the army without a leader. Yatha Chandram Vina Ratrihi, just as night without moon, means on an Amavasya night. Yatha Gavo Vina Vrisham, just as cows without an ox. Evam hi bhavita rashtram. Thus will become the Rashtra. Yatra raja na drishyate, where the king is not seen. That means, in fact, multiple things are told here. Beautiful lesson. It's 8:34. I know we have to stop, but it's a great lesson. If you all can contemplate, kindly write in WhatsApp. Not just Lavanya ji, all of you. These two shlokas, what do you understand? What is it? What comes to your mind? Not, so it could be literal meaning, it could be more of your own understanding and interpretation. One is Yatra Raja na drishyate, Yatha Rashtram Bhavita. Rashtra without a Raja will be just as a night without moon, cows without an ox. Without an ox, cows will, they need the ox to progenate and to take care of them. And Yatha Sena hi Anayaka, without king, without the leader, what happens to army? Well, what happens to the cattle without the owner and caretaker of them? So also without king, the Rashtra also cannot stay, is the literal meaning of it. But think about that and write your own understanding, your own contemplation. Two more. Shall we finish this slide with two more slokas? Let's finish quickly. 8:35. I know we are late, but 2 minutes we'll finish it. So now, iti tasya vacha shrutva
इति तस्य वचः श्रुत्वा
santva purvamivarthavat
शान्तपूर्वमितावृतत्
Varthavat.
वितार्यवत्
abhyakiryata shokena
अभ्यकीर्यत शोकेन
bhuya eva mahipatihi.
भूय एव महीपतिः.
Having iti vacha tasya vacha shrutva, having heard this praise, this whole statement, this whole praise speech of Sumantra, Santva Purvam Iva Arthavat, very meaningful, solacing, giving confidence, such speech having heard, Abhi Akiryata Shokena Bhuyaha. Ayyo. What a great expectation everyone has. And what situation am I in? So Bhuyaha, again, Shokena, with that grief. Abhi Akiryata, he was sorrow, he was down. Eva Mahipatihi, the king, could not move any forward. And so he was down in grief. Tatas Saraja Tamsutam
ततः स राजा तं सूतं
Sannaharshasutam Prati
सन्नहर्षः सुतं प्रति
Shokarakte Kshana Shriman
शोकरक्ते क्षणः श्रीमान्
Udikshovacha Dharmikaha
उदीक्षोवाच धार्मिकः
Vakyaistu Khalu Marmani
वाक्यैस्तु खलु मर्माणि
Mama Bhuyo Nikrintasi.
मम भूयो निकृन्तसि.
Vakyaistu Khalu Marmani Mama Bhuyo Nikrintasi is what he finally said after Shokarakta Ikshanaha, with the lament, with the torment, with all that crying, Raktekshana, eyes became so red after crying so much. Raja, Tataha Saha Raja, Tam Sutam Sanna Harshaha Sutam Prati. He said to this Tam Sutam, Sutam Sanna Harshaha, without any happiness, Sutam Prati, about the son Rama, he's being helpless with all that pain, with all that unhappiness, eyes swollen with red blood in it. Udikshya Uvacha Dharmikaha, that Dharmika Dasharatha finally said this to Sumantra. Vakyaisti khalu marmani mama bhuyo nikrintasi. Marmani is that the core organs of the body, or core places of the body are called marmasthanas, we say, right? Marmani uyaha vakyaihi tu nikrintasi. Your nikrunta is your piercing. You are piercing my heart. You are piercing my shoulder joint. You are piercing my, belly. Such the pierceful sentences. And Sumantra would wonder, what are you saying? I am praising you, and you are saying I am piercing you? Of course, there is some rhyme, praise and pierce, but hey, not that way, right? So that with that, next Dasharatha speech will continue in the next 9 shlokas before we complete this sarga and move to the next one, where finally Rama will be summoned to come. Can anyone say Shanta Mantra? We can conclude here.
Yes, Balaji. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Yeah, slightly delayed today, but hope we all had learned something good. So
What
today there
is the name? What is the name of our website where these lessons are posted?
Where what is posted?
Yeah, the website where these lessons are, past lessons are posted. I missed one or two.
Oh, okay. It is swalp.in. I'll paste here in chat.
Okay.
swalp.in/Ramayanam classes. That's all. Simple URL.
Swalp SWALP. Okay.
.in
Okay.
/
you.
Ramayanam classes. There, if you click on the live tab, you have the latest live recordings also.
Okay.
And in the main one were what we used to upload. Now, since we started YouTube live streaming, all these classes will be posted in that live tab.
Okay.
The text information is in the chat description. Ji.
Very good.
Dhanyavad.
So today we are having Hindu use, our Southeast Sambhag's Hindu Yuva chapter representatives, core team. They are meeting for what they call as a retreat, which is essentially a Prasekshan Varga. So some of them are in my home. Now all of them have left already, because it will be starting probably there by now. So, yeah, good. There was nice kolahalam in my, or utsuka, utsava vatavaranam, early morning onwards, everyone getting ready.
What is Hindu Yuva?
Hindu Yuva is the sort of Yuva, all the students in universities, right?
I know. What is the activity, Balaji?
The activities are all the Hindu Yuva, in a way, Prasekshan Varga.
Okay, Prasekshan. Okay.
Varga for them. Because
For-
most of them are new to the work and to Hindu thought. So they thought they will arrange some training for them. Okay.
Okay. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste. Sarvebhyah
Namaste.
Suklam. Susha Chava, Sudinan Chava.
Dhanyavad.
Dhanyavad ji.
Dhanyavad, Balaji.
धन्यवाद।